Here is my tote full of change. We've been collecting it for a little over a year now. This is all change that we have found in storage lockers that we have bought. I'm going to sort through it, and I'm going to start by separating it out. You know, all the nickels, dimes, quarters, pennies, separate that all out. Then I'm going to sort through them and see if I find any interesting coins in here. See what we get. Here are all the quarters out of that change. I did not notice anything super exciting in the quarters as I was separating them, but now I'm going to sort through them and see if I find anything interesting, and I'll be sure to show you. Alright, here are all my quarters sorted by date. The most recent one I have is a 2019. I have a couple of 2019 quarters up there, and the oldest one I have is a 1964. So there was, in all of that, let me see if I can get a good picture of that. Get my camera to focus on it. In all of that, there was one silver quarter, which makes that worthwhile for me. I was pretty excited to find that one. But now I'm going to go through these and see if I see any errors or anything like that. Here are all the dimes sorted out. It's a small box, but it's quite a few dimes in there. It's pretty deep. So we will sort through these and I'll show you what I find, if anything. Here are all of my dimes. It is $103.60 worth of dimes. Didn't really find anything interesting in them. I pulled out these two. The one that's on the left there is a 1979, and the one on the right is an 84. And they both have some small irregularities, but nothing major. So basically nothing in all of the dimes. Alright, here are all my nickels. There was the $35.25 worth of nickels that I rolled, or those nickels there, just short of a roll. Here are the ones that I pulled out. Three right there that are 1946, two 1949 and 1952, two 54s and two 55s. Nothing special about any of these nickels. They're just the older ones that I pulled out. 46 is the oldest nickel I found in this load. And then I also pulled out this one 2001 P that's just in really good shape. But again, nothing really special about it. So nothing too exciting in the nickels. Now we'll move on now to the pennies. Here's my bin that's just full of pennies. And so I'll sort through that and see if I find anything interesting. Alright, I'm done with the pennies. I only rolled $10 worth of them. The rest I just left in that bin, put them back in the bin. These are all of the pennies from the 30s that I found. There's 4 pennies there from the 30s. Nothing exciting among those. There's two from the 40s. Again, nothing exciting. There was 10 from the 50s, 10 wheat pennies from the 50s. And then I also set aside all of the 59 Lincoln Memorial cents. There was 15 of those. And the only other thing I found among the pennies were these two, like the grease-filled pennies. The die had too much grease in it, and so they did not get a clear strike. They're missing some of their lettering. Pretty much both of their dates are completely missing. You can barely make them out. I mean, nothing too exciting, but kind of interesting coins. And then the only good, I say good, the only older coin that I found in those pennies was this 1910 wheat cent. It's toast though. It's pretty smooth. Most of the details are gone. But 1910, kind of interesting. All right, here is everything after I have sorted it. Total was like probably close to $300 of change. So, you know, a lot of change there. Again, about 100 pounds worth when I weighed it before I started. So about 100 pounds worth of change, about $300 total. There's the pennies that we just looked at a second ago. The nickels, again, I saved all the ones from the 50s, but there was nothing too exciting in any of the nickels. The dimes, a couple of dimes that were just a little bit different, but nothing, no silver, nothing like that. The quarters, one silver quarter, but other than that, nothing too exciting. I set aside a couple that just had some slight irregularities to them, but nothing exciting. Also found 2 Kennedy half dollars, and then the good finds out of this was 1 silver quarter, 1964, and then that 1910 wheat penny. Those are the only things that I found kind of notable out of all of this change. There were some other things that were interesting, a lot of wheat pennies that we looked at earlier, but nothing too exciting. Here is the foreign change that I came up with out of here. There's a penny from the Bahamas, a penny from England. These are Canadian pennies up here. There's 10 that are just scattered dates. These are 3 that I set aside because they're a little bit different. This one's from 1943, so rather old penny, from Canada. And then this one's from 50, yeah, it's a 53. And this is from 67, the Centennial. I believe it's 67, right? Yeah, 1867 to 1967. Some tokens, Chuck E. Cheese, car wash. That's it. So and that's it. That's the entire load of 100 pounds of change. Well, if you have ever wondered what is in 100 pounds of pocket change, now you know. This is probably a pretty accurate sample. All of this change came out of storage units that I bought at auction. We saved this change up before we turn it in, and I wanted to just sort through this and see what I would find for coins in there. I was pretty excited to find that 1 silver quarter, and there's some other coins there that I'll be able to sell for a little bit more money out of our store than what they're just worth as pocket change. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe to my channel to see more content like this.